on, Todd Fritz, Dan Patrick Show. Yeah, we're very interested in getting Adriana Lima on the show. I think she'd be great.
Todd, we're happy to let her come on the show. Hey, how about maybe even an in-studio appearance? But you're going to have to promise me you'll be a gentleman.
No. To alleviate your mind with that, that's the whole creepy thing. You know, the guys tease. You know, they exaggerate a little bit. Yeah, I like to give lengthy hugs to the supermodels. But if she's uncomfortable with that, we can keep the hug brief. You know, there'll be a little embrace. If she's really that concerned, or if it's a make or break thing with her coming into the studio, then I could just kind of shake her hand or give her a little pat on the shoulder or something like that. Not we've had Kate Upton on with us, Genevieve Morton, Brooklyn Decker, Chrissy Teigen, Hannah Davis, Catherine Webb, you name them, they've all been on. We have a little thing for your client, but in the spirit of keeping things professional, we'd really like to make this work, and I'll try to be on my best behavior and hope that works for you. I hope this allays your concern. So we'd love to have her in studio. I'll send you a follow-up email. So just get back to me as soon as you can, and we'll make it work. Oh, oops, wait a second. I'll have to call you back in about a half hour. I have to run. The box score starts right now.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Howard Coward for box score. Hello and welcome to the Box Score. I'm Brock here in sunny Los Angeles, and the boys are back in the Big Apple. Join us from our DirecTV studios. Guys, you're back in the city, and last night was loads of fun as you had dinner with Adam Sandler. But the big news was that Fritzy joined the crew and actually did shots. Seton, did the peer pressure finally pay off?
There was a little bit of peer pressure involved. That's true. And Fritzy did cave to it. He usually caves pretty much on anything, though, that we ask him to do. And I'm not necessarily a supporter of encouraging Fritzy to start drinking too much. Because I think that he sort of uses that as an excuse to really go super pervy and like just go way above and beyond. And I'm not into that.
I initially said no, but then you got, Sandman holding up the drink and everybody's ready to toast. And come on here, Fritzy, you want to do it? I'm like, what am I going to say? No. And they assured me that it was just like this girly kind of lemon drop drink that didn't have a lot of alcohol, that it's not something that would just kind of mess me up in any way. So I said, let's go for it.
Brock, we're literally sitting there at the bar, and there's probably 8 shots on the bar, and everyone's kind of in a circle. And Fritzy's about 8 feet back. And we said, you want one? He goes, no, not for me, not for me. Sandler goes, you want one? He goes, yeah, I'll take one. Oh, yeah. It's tough when Adam Sandler says this, because, you kind of want to, it's a weird thing when you have someone like him in the room. You kind of want to please him in some weird way. And I don't know what it is.
It's one thing when these guys ask me to do something, but then eventually they know how to nudge me and get me to do it eventually anyway. But once Sandman was in on it, I'm like, all right.
Fritzy, which is going to get you to do a shot first, a hot girl or Adam Sandler?
Definitely a hot girl, but we hold Sandler in very high regard, and a very close second would be Sandler. But anyone even remotely attractive asks me to have some kind of alcoholic beverage, I'm probably going to do it.
He did the toast to you. He raised it. All right, to the Jewish people.
He did do that. So I was all in.
Well, Chaim, probably dinner also produced a possible role for the Danettes in Sandler's new movie. How did that idea come up?
Well, I didn't hear about it till this morning. It was going around the internet last night, and TMZ had a brief report on it. But I had heard this morning, my news team heard that Sandler said, not a drunken haze, because he only had like 1 shot and 1 beer, that we were going to be in at least 1 movie, and it was a Western, a cowboy movie. And then the I team proceeded to check with Adam, and he confirmed it.
We were leaving the restaurant, and Adam, Todd and I were just there standing outside of the restaurant and like, all right, dude, see you later, like hug,
totally
dap kind of thing. And he was just sort of, yeah, all right, so anyway, Pixels, that one, I'm trying to work you guys into that one, but the Western, that's going to be a lot of fun. You guys are definitely in.
Yeah, the way
me and Todd were like,
the way we left it last night, we thought it'd maybe be one or the other, but then on the show today, it made it sound like there was a chance that both could be involved.
Did I hear speaking roles at some point?
You didn't hear that part.
I'm pretty sure that he was like, I'll get you your scripts.
I think we're getting in line, boys.
That's what I heard.
He also alluded to, and then he stopped in the middle of the sentence, something about, maybe you guys will ride. So I don't know if he's going to put us on horses.
Yeah, don't ride horses, right?
Fritzy, do you have an IMDb page?
I don't believe I do. I am going to check as soon as the box score is over, and hope to update whatever is on there. I know when when I Google myself, some questionable photos and things come up. But if we don't have IMDb accounts now, hopefully in the coming months that's all going to change, and we can have SAG cards and the whole works.
Awesome. Well, Sandler did drop by the studio today and confirmed that you guys are good to go.
I said, for sure we're doing a Western in February. I mean, I hope. And I said, you guys are definitely in that, but we're trying to work out the Pixels thing.
Oh,
but we'll get it done.
Okay.
Do you guys want to come to Toronto? Is that too big of a trip?
That would be fantastic.
Okay, why?
Yeah?
Here's the problem I have.
What happened?
I hate begging. These guys don't mind begging.
No, these guys don't need to beg. I know it's a package deal, just like dinner last night, which was $2,500 by the way.
So at the end of the night, you know how like you courtesy reach for your wallet with Dan, but you don't mean it? Like there was a table, there were at least 4 confirmed millionaires at the table, and I didn't even bother reaching. And I thought, like, is this some like accountant guy gonna like pay? It's obviously part of the press tour, so like it shouldn't be on Sandler's bill, but I think Sandler paid for it.
I think you're right, because Sandler has a lot of guys. He's got a wallet guy who literally holds his wallet for him at all times. I've seen this before. He goes, hey, he says to the guy, where's my wallet? And next thing you know, he got this big wallet, and Sandler, the Sandman's taking care of things.
Yeah, it's a shame. I thought that should go on some corporate bill, but I think he bought us dinner. And it doesn't matter how much money you have. You could tell he knew the exact amount of the bill. Like, yeah, next time I'm buying.
We'll hold you to that. Besides shots and desserts, there were other shenanigans involving Sandler last night. Fritzy, what was up with the Panama girls he was talking about?
We're leaving the restaurant and we're getting ready to go our separate ways and go home. Everybody had early days to get back and get some sleep. And then some SUV pulls up and several attractive ladies come out, and they're swarming all over Sandler to try to take pictures with him. And then we find out today, which was a little after the fact, we're all married, not that we're going to do anything about it, but he made it sound like, you know, I set you guys up, I had that all planned so you guys can have some fun with the ladies as I go back to my hotel room. But yeah, he's a popular guy. It's, you know, having attractive women flanking you all over the place is pretty cool.
He's one of those dudes that has like a totally different level of fame. That like when Ron Burgundy was in studio and all of a sudden there was like 1,000 people standing outside of his studio, like, that's like crazy famous. Adam Sandler's the same thing, where if as soon as he steps out onto the street, people are like, Adam, yo, what's up? It's like immediately. It can't go anywhere.
Man, it's a shame that we're married now. Back in the day, I would have taken down that whole SUV.
Take it down.
Yeah,
We're taking him downtown for
like
coffee?
because they got out of the car. They had the picture with Sandler. Then they evaluated the rest of us. Do we need to take pictures with anyone else? He must have famous friends. No, there was no interest in taking a picture with the dead. I don't think we're big in Panama per se.
Not yet.
You know, I think we're on tape delay in Panama. I'm not sure. I have to check the affiliate list.
Tape delay?
Tape delay for like 7 years, maybe.
We're making progress.
Sandler also took time to showcase his music talents for you guys as he put a spin on one of his classic tunes.
Here's a list of new people who are Jewish, just like you and Dan. Donald Sterling, a Jew. Boo! Damn it, why'd you do that to us? Thank you.
I thought that us asking for movie roles was going to be the most uncomfortable moment of the day. But trust me, when Adam was saying he didn't want to do that, he did not want to do that at all. And he was sort of, and it's amazing that he went along with it. And it was a really funny moment, and I'm glad that it happened. But yeah, he was sort of like, okay.
I kind of want Dan to stop asking for the Hanukkah song, by the way.
Yeah.
Because
he's
it's
not
great.
into it.
Because Dan is like so comfortable around Adam, and he's like, it's fun to watch them because they're friends. You can tell they're really funny. Adam came down to our end of the table, and they were just joking for about 20 minutes, and they go, "Come on, give me the Hanukkah song." Like,
yeah, his body language last night at the table, Sandler, was kind of like.
Also, his actual language, where he said, "No, I don't want to do this." Not just his body language, but when he said, "I don't want to do this in any way."
You're gonna say,
that gave me a feeling. Maybe.
Yeah, he goes, "Are you going to sing for us?" He goes, "Happy birthday, Danny."
Yeah,
you know, he pretty much trying to.
He much preferred paying $2,500 for dinner than singing.
Sandler was on to promote his new movie, Blended, which apparently won't include this scene with the boss. For those dance moves.
Awesome. I know those moves well. I mean, Dan, actually, more when the camera's off, Dan will break out some dance moves, you know. And back in the 80s, you know, and you know this, he was really into the breakdancing scene in New York City before he was on TV.
Yeah, he could pop and lock.
Yeah. back in I think in the Bronx.
He used to carry cardboard around between jobs.
Yeah, that's
throw it
how.
down.
Because when you're early on in the industry, you can't just make it on TV. You have to break dance on the side for donations.
We actually have exclusive sound from the set of Blended after he finished his memorable scene. Let's take a look at the on-location version of Boss's Thoughts.
You know, I'm sweating to the oldies. Richard Simmons would have been very proud of me. I may have pulled a groin out there, my own, I think. But they were going to use his stunt double, and I said there's no reason to. I got the moves. I said it's one take. You got to get it one take. And they did a great job. I'd like to thank the crew. Did a great job capturing that.
He looks like a Queens fireman at a 4th of July picnic with the big mustache and the V-neck shirt, all sweaty. And yeah, that mustache, he committed to that role. He grew that secretly in just the weekend he was down there and got rid of it. It's very impressive.
He's rocking it. There's more to come when we return. We'll take a trip back in time when the Danettes were in jail, and there was some major birthday love floating around the man cave. We'll be right back.
They said it couldn't be done, but we pulled it off. Thank God Sandler didn't sober up in time to say, what? I brought in the Danettes. Thank you to Adam Sandler. His crew made it happen and forever indebted.
Can't wait for the next one.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Box Score. Guys, there's no doubt you took away tons of memories from your day on the set of That's My Boy. We documented your experience so we could bring it back anytime we wanted. McLovin and Fritzy, you were equipped with mustaches for the shoot. And then it was showtime as you taped a couple of scenes with Dan. Seton, what did you take away most from your experience?
Well, we've told this story several times, but it's like one of my favorite things is that one of the lead executive producers of the movie, Jack, had said, listen guys, you guys are gonna do fine, don't worry about it. Just put it this way, if you see me, that's a bad thing, okay? And so they go, we do the first take, they yell cut, and bang, here comes Jack G running from the other side of the studio. Fritzy, what are you doing? You're terrible.
He actually said terrible.
And I'm sorry, Todd. I'm sorry that we always bring this back.
I didn't even have a line or anything.
But Fritzy was just he was supposed to be a cameraman, and he was shooting the opposite wall where everybody was, and it was just no clue. But, the thing is, though, I think that, I know certainly for me, too, it dawned on me when Jack was like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be playing a cameraman. Shoot the thing. Oh, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be acting like a cameraman right now. I thought I was just sort of standing there. And it really that moment was whoa, we're sort of acting too, I guess.
You're on a movie set and there's Susan Sarandon and Adam Sandler and Dan and all of us. And, that's a lot to take in. And for a moment, I'm very incompetent, which is partly the problem. And partly just I became a spectator and totally forgot that I'm actually, for that moment in time, part of the actual movie. And I should probably point the lens towards where there's actual activity going on and not the wall.
Brock, one thing I took from it is that you really have to be on your toes. I've never been on a movie set before in my life, but they would do a take, and then you always think there's going to be a break for 30 seconds, then some guy's going to go in with one of those things and go, next take. No, all of a sudden Sandler would go, all right, let's do it again. Ready? All right, ready, go. And then he would start his lines. So if we were turning around just for a second, let's say Steve and I were talking to each other, we wouldn't be ready. So after the first take or two, we realized it's very fast paced and Sandler's pretty much directing the movie, and you got to be locked in on him and the director and play off whatever they do.
Well, Paula, you were locked on the camera. I like when you just sort of scooted back into the view of the camera when you're seen. We wanted to give you a quiz on Sandler movies today, but we had too many to choose from, so we decided just narrow it down to one film. How about we go with the one you guys start in? Yes, it's a That's My Boy pop quiz. Wow, this could be embarrassing if you get any wrong. Polly, let's start with you. This should be pretty simple. What was the name of the character Adam Sandler played in the movie?
Donnie.
It was Donnie.
Donnie Burger.
Fritzy, your turn.
Thank God you did ask for the last name.
As we see here, you and the Danettes got up and close and personal with the director of the movie before your big scene, so I'm sure you can tell us his name, right?
Oh, man.
What am I going to get this for? I'm going to go with, and I know this is wrong, Jack Garaputo, although I know he's an executive producer. He's the one that yelled at me for holding the camera the wrong way, but I can't give you that.
Incorrect. We wanted Sean Anders. Seton, Andy Samberg's character, was upset with his father because he made him get a tattoo of what on his back?
New Kids on the Block?
It was absolutely New Kids on the Block. And finally, McLovin, the boss was wearing a white wig during your big scene in the movie. What was the name of his character?
Hey, it's Morgan. Hey, it's the line was Morgan. It's TV's Randall Morgan.
Yeah, it was TV's Randall Morgan. Well done, guys.
What are you doing?
Coming up, the Danettes hit the diamond as they audition for a former major leaguer. There's more just around the corner.
Let me see the glove.
Why would you need that?
Hand it over.
Okay. How did that get in there?
Look, I'm issuing you a warning. No gloves with any foreign substances.
Got it, got it.
Time!
Oh, you said no foreign substances.
What the hell? Where is this even plugged in? Look, last chance. Nothing on the glove, no heavy machinery, nothing, or your ass is gone.
Got it, Blue.
Time! That's it. You're out of here!
Last time! Welcome back to the Box Score. If you're not cheating, you're not trying, right, guys? MLB Network's John Smoltz also dropped by the Man Cave today. Smoltz actually shares a birthday with the boss, so he was nice enough to bring in a cake for everyone to enjoy. Fritzy, wouldn't it have been cool to book a chef to bake Dan a birthday cake during the show?
Yeah, you would think. We probably could have taken it to the extra mile and done that, but our friends at the MLB Network said that they had it covered, and Smolty was going to bring in a cake on behalf of himself and Dan's birthday.
So you knew the cake was coming, so that's why you didn't order a cake?
Yeah, I didn't know what kind of cake it was going to be, and I certainly didn't know anything about a meat cake coming. But it was something that was pre-planned by our friends at the MLB Network, and I thought it was great. Chocolate ganache, I think.
Dan is funny about his birthday because he simultaneously gets mad at you if you really recognize it, but also wants you to blow out the budget to recognize it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they're sort of in a can't-win situation with the birthday.
Smoltz also took time to check out you guys as you showed off your moves on the mound.
If you were going to assess windups here with the Danettes.
Oh boy.
Too much on his heels.
Highlight kick.
Yeah, deception's going to be your key. I like that. Yeah.
McLovin's an Ivy Leaguer, thinker.
Ivy League.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you looked away?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Okay. I could see power could be part of your thing.
His repertoire, he's crafty.
Yeah. And the thing about a lefty is it doesn't matter what you do, you're going to have success. Yeah, because you have an unfair advantage.
You have a chance.
Yeah.
John is literally the nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much wrong with our windups. It's one of the things that we kind of throw like dorks, and he made me feel good.
Tried to find something positive.
Even your thing about the heels, that's one of 700 problems with your pitching motion.
Yeah. But he should have said, you don't look like you could throw a baseball 10 feet. That would have been more honest.
Yeah.
One time we had John Smoltz on. This is one of my favorite moments in show history, Brock. It was about 10 years ago, and it was the day of John's birthday and Dan's birthday. He goes, for our birthday, and this is when Smoltz was coming out of the bullpen, he goes, for our birthday, if you get in the game tonight, you get a save. Would you do me a favor? And John said, sure, whatever. He goes, I want you to, after you strike out the last hitter, I want you to yell, point to the sky and yell, booyah. And he goes, I'll do it if I get a save tonight. So we're watching the game. Smoltz gets in the game, Braves, and he strikes out the last guy, gets a save, totally coincidence. And you see him, they look out to the mound. Usually the pitcher kind of goes this and starts walking the catcher. He goes like this. He goes, booyah. And then he turns around. He turns around and looks at the center field camera and goes, booyah. And I jumped out of my seat. He called in the next day. He goes, that was for you, big guy. Great moment.
Besides the cake, Smoltz brought Dan some gifts. Paulo, we saw the ribs and barbecue you gave the boss, but did any of you guys give Dan a real gift?
No, and that's tradition. Last time I gave Dan a gift for his birthday, I gave him an expensive lighter, and the next day it got taken away at the airport screening line.
I did buy egg and cheeses this morning, and I didn't ask Dan for money. So I kind of got him egg, cheese, and bacon on wheat toast.
Not bad.
Yeah, several years ago, I got him a Kansas City Royals, or Cincinnati Royals banner from when he grew up in a little tiny Archibald basketball card, which I thought he'd like because he had been talking about growing up and rooting for the Cincinnati Royals and Oscar Robertson. But that was many years ago, and since then, you know, just a happy birthday, and that's been the extent.
If I'm not mistaken, you got him that, and we crushed you for it.
That was probably another reason why I stopped giving him gifts. They thought I was trying to show the rest of the guys up and being.
Does he prominently display the Tiny Archibald card?
I have no idea. I have no idea where it is.
I've been all through his house many times. I've never seen it.
No, I hope it's not in the garbage. It's up in the attic, I guess, somewhere.
I gave Dan the gift of my company today.
That's priceless, see. It's priceless. Since Dan and John share a birthday, we were wondering who you shared your special day with. We did a little research and came up with this. Polly, you and former running back Eddie George share a birthday in September.
Wow.
Seton, you and Barry Bonds celebrate on the same special day. McLovin, you and actor Benedict Cumberbatch do your partying in July. And Fritzy, you share your birthday with former Van Halen frontman David Lee Roth. What would that party been like maybe 20 years ago?
We'd both have no pants on, and we'd be running around the hotel, hopefully with some girls involved, and just kind of let it all out. And Brett Favre also has the same exact birthday as me, so maybe Favre can throw passes to David Lee Roth and I while we're running around naked, and that's pretty much how I experienced.
Is that one of your fantasies?
I would say fantasy,
running
but
around naked with David Lee Roth.
Well, with some shorties too would be nice. But
the shorties.
If not, you know, you make the best of it.
I share a birthday with Ryan Seacrest, and I would not want to party with our pants off. Coming up, we'll wrap things up here on the Box Score. Don't move.
I am Adam Sandler. You are watching The Box Score on Audience, channel 239. It makes you feel good.
It does make me feel good. Welcome back to The Box Score. Huge thanks to Adam Sandler for the love there. Before we go, one more quick look at DP's dance move in Sandler's movie. Simply amazing. We were wondering if you guys wanted to try and replicate those moves, but before you try it, Fritzy, please tell us who's on tomorrow.
Broncos receiver Wes Welker will join us. John Hein from the Howard Stern Show and JumpTheShark.com. We may hear from Rich Eisen. We may hear from Stan Van Gundy.
All right, guys, the floor is yours. Take it away.
This is a full-on like dance party.
Well, I'll go first. This is my favorite Dan move that he does. I like when he does. When he does this one. This is my. I just love 3, 4. Yeah, that's my little show tune dance that I like he does.
Are we doing Dan moves?
I thought we were doing our own dance. I'm just going to kind of go like this.
Here goes the neck.
I think scene's creeped out by that.
I'll go first. So I'm just going to go in a little this, a little this, a little this.
Are you going to break
Then I'm going to get down.
A little spin.
Yeah!
Spin it. Spin, man. Spin. Go.
Give me some.
Sort of pop and lock and
Boogaloo.
You're breaking bones.
That's going to hurt your lower back.
I like that Dan sort of did this thing. That's about as close as I can get to that thing.
It's not even called dancing.
I don't know what that was.
Man.
Now, everybody at once, please. Let's have a big blended dance party. Thank you. Nice, arms crossed. Very good. Thanks for watching The Box Score. Set to DVR or tune in weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, only on Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV.
Bravo! Fritzy.
Oh, no. I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Hey, thanks for watching The Box Score. Holy cow!